Hey there, and welcome to today's video. I'm going to be showing you how to get a really nice sparkly kind of red pink eye for the holiday season. I actually wore this out for dinner last night and I loved it so much that I thought I would film it because I thought it was a really cute look that just kind of screamed holiday but also was a little bit toned down and not so full glam. I actually thought I was filming my skin portion, putting on the base, and it turns out I wasn't, so I'm an idiot. But what I'm gonna do is just talk through what I have on my skin and the order that I put it on. So I first started with the Biossance Vitamin C Rose Oil. This is a really nice hydrating oil. Because I was in a rush last night, I didn't have time to do a moisturizer and a primer, so I just used the oil. I spread it all over my face, which was really nice because the foundation that I used, which is the Huda Beauty Stick Foundation, is a little bit on the heavier side. It's a medium to full coverage foundation, which means that it definitely can look a little heavy on the skin, but by combining it with the oil, it ended up shearing it out and making it very easy to spread and blend with. So I really liked this combination together. Then after that, I used the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear concealer. This is probably my favorite concealer. It's definitely on the medium to full coverage spectrum, but I really like it because it blends out so well, wears amazingly throughout the day. It just always performs very well for me. It's never let me down, and I think that's why it's one of my favorites. After that, I went and applied some cream bronzer. The cream bronzer that I used was from the Natasha Denona Bronzing Glow palette. It was this shade right here. So you can see this palette is very well loved. I do love pretty much everything in here. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is this cream highlighter. I find it's a little bit chunky, but definitely love this. It's a little bit more on the dry side for a cream, but it's nice because it does heat up with your skin and blend in and look very natural. I also used this all over my cheeks after I powdered, and then I went in with the LYS Satin Matte Cream Blush in Passion, and I put this all over the high points of my cheeks here and blended upwards, and even took it as far as around here into close to my temple. After that, I powdered using the Fenty Pro Filt'r Loose powder in the shade Lavender because it kind of has like a pinky undertone. I think it's gonna look really nice with this look. It also very much brightens everything up. So I placed it along my T-zone, so definitely underneath my eyes to set them, along my nose, my forehead, and then out here is also where I powdered. After that, I went with my Hoola Benefit bronzer. I think this is the original one, and I just used an angle brush and carved out my cheeks here and just built up the bronzer to kind of balance out the pink that was going on. I think my face needed a lot more warmth. And then after I did that, I went in with the Revlon Naughty Nude blush on top to kind of neutralize the pink. It was looking very Barbie doll pink kind of, and I wanted to tone it down a bit. Then this is when I used the highlighter from Natasha Denona. Just went with this right here with a fan brush along my upper cheek. I then used this Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and using the same fan brush that I used for highlighter, I went into this, and I'll just show you, and I just went over everything ever so lightly to just kind of add a subtle glow to it. After that, I did my brows using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This is the shade 3. I just quickly went through them, and then I used an eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Now I'm ready for the eye look. So what I used mostly yesterday was the Huda Beauty Rich Nude Obsessions palette. This one came out a few years ago. There was 3 different shades. This was the darkest. And as I was looking through my collection, I thought these tones would look so nice all over the face. And I'd kind of forgotten what this looked like and how it applied, so I thought I would play with it again. I wanted to get reacquainted with the formula. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into this lightest shade right here, and I'm just going to put that all over my upper lid. What I like about these is they're not too powdery. The formula is pretty stiff, but then You also get a good amount of pigment, which is nice when it's not powder because then you don't have to worry too much about fallout. Then gonna go into this shade right here with the same brush and then just focus it right out here, and I'm kind of just patting it down and then swiping inwards. And it's just deepening up and adding a bit of pink and redness to it. And then I'm going to go in with a pencil brush into the bottom shade right here. And apply it on my lower lash, just underneath it. Then I'm going to take whatever's on my brush and try and just work it on the back of my hand. You could do this into a facial tissue, paper towel, a regular towel. Then I'm going to go into this shade right here, and I'm just patting in again. And I'm going to focus it right here. I'm going to do the same on this side. All I'm doing is just building up color. And so it looks like it's the same color that's all over the lid, but just built up and made deeper and deeper. Going to the back of my hand again. Then I'm going to take this shade right here and place it right on the bottom third to just connect the top to the bottom. Now I'm going to go into this lightest shade right here, and I'm just going to place that all over the lid using my ring finger. You can see the color right there. It's kind of like a goldy pink, but it looks so pretty. When I move my head around, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but there's definitely some like sparkle and sheen going on. It's like my eyes are kind of like twinkling, which is what I was looking for. I'm going to curl my lashes. And using a precise angled or like liner brush, I'm going to go into this darkest shade right here. It's kind of like a plummy brown, and I'm just going to work the brush into it, and I'm going to follow my lash line and kind of just stamp it on. And then I'm just going to make a little wing at the end and then bring it down here as well. Then I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty Longwear eye pencil. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. I think that's really going to complement this eye look. So I'm going to take it and just trace over top of the powder we've laid down. I really like the colors from this collection. There's a whole bunch of different shades that are really pretty, but they are very, I find, dry. Even if I warm it up on the back of my hand, I feel like there's something off with them. So that just broke, which tells you how dry it is. It popped off. Would I recommend these? No, I think the Marc Jacob ones work better. I do like that they're retractable. Okay, let's try this. And then taking the eyeliner brush that I was using and just kind of flicking it outwards. So I'm going to do the same to this side, and then I think we're going to touch up the cheeks and then add the lip, and this look will be complete. So now we can do lashes. I'm going to do a combination of the Bite Beauty Upswing and the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. I think these two together really make my lashes look like I put false lashes on, which is the effect I kind of want to go for this. how that looks. I'm gonna go in and set my brows using the Benefit Gimme Brow. I really like the look that I have going on right now. The cheeks need a little bit more color. I'm gonna go back into the Naughty Nudes from Revlon and just go in with an angled brush. That's definitely better. Then for lips, I'm gonna use the Rare Beauty Matte Liquid Lip in Heroic. I really feel like this lip brings the whole look together. So this is the completed look. I really love how it looks. I think my skin's glowing really nicely. I think everything else on my face is pretty much canceled out, and then you can just see pink on the eyes, the cheeks, and the lip, and it looks very monochromatic and cohesive, which is what I was going for. I think I would wear this to a family gathering or a work party, especially if it was like an evening work party. I definitely would be wearing something like this. I really like this look, and I think it's probably one I'm going to be wearing a lot through the holidays. I just think having like a burgundy pink kind of look is just really nice and festive. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really had fun recreating the look I made last night, and definitely going to be one of my go-tos for the next few weeks. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, if you would wear it, or if you like different colors. Maybe you like browns or greens or blues. I haven't actually played with blue too much, so maybe I'll do like a navy look. I've seen that kind of floating around, and I think that would be really nice, especially around New Year's for any of those kinds of parties. I'll see you in my next one. Take care of yourself. Bye.